Hello, in this video I'm going to explain how the three numbers 3, 7 and 12 became to be as magic numbers plus the imaginary number I, which is equal the square root of minus 1. Historians recognize the six cradles of civilization as follows: Mesopotamia, the modern Iraq, ancient Egypt, ancient India, ancient China, a certain area in Peru and Mexico. All these cradles were close to a river with a rich and fertile land. The agricultural surplus was able to support a centralized government, political leaders, religious leaders, and urban centers of the early civilizations. The western cradle of civilization began about 6,000 years ago in Assyria, Mesopotamia, which derived the strength and prosperity from two rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. And this is the rich and fertile land that feed a large population of professional and craftsmen, which allowed Assyrian to expand and advance the art of civilization. This region was populated with many different tribes with their own spoken language. The main rulers in Mesopotamia were the Sumerians and Assyrians, the overlords for nearly 4,000 years. Since it was not yet developed a lingua franca at that time, there was a lot of confusion and communication among the tribes of this area, and the myth of the Tower of Babel emerged in order to explain the origin of the multiplicity of languages. This is a paint from a painter of Peter Bruegel, the elder, in 1563. Unfortunately, the arable area declined after 4,000 years of intense cultivation and became barren, mainly because of increased soil salinity, and the exodus of population began. It was around the year 1200 BC when the civilization collapsed and the 400 years of dark ages began. Now about the number 12. The Babylonians and Sumerians divided the day into 24 equal parts, the week in 7 days, and the year in 12 months. They invented also the sundial and were able to divide an hour into 60 minutes and each individual minute into 60 seconds, denoted the time required for the sun's apparent motion through the ecliptic to describe 1 minute or second of arc respectively. In that region, daylight hours are consistently around 12 hours year-round, making the presence of the sun a notable factor and subsequently attributing the number 12 with religious and mythological importance. I can recall some examples of 12, the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 apostles of Christ, and when they became 11, Apostle Paul was added, the 12 Greek gods of Mount Olympus, and the 11 players in modern religion, the soccer, football, plus the coach, often crucial to the team's performance. The number 7. The number 7 was extremely important in ancient Mesopotamian cosmology. They divided the week in 7 days, and the most powerful and important deities in the pantheon of Sumerian mythology were 7, and they were associated with the celestial bodies, the 6 known planets plus the moon. As an example, I recall the seven wonders, the seven savants of antiquity, and in many fables and stories they use the number 7. The number 3 came from the Greek philosophers, and mainly from Plato and Pythagoras, and probably some other Greek philosopher, and they introduced the tripartite theory of the soul. The soul is divided in 3 parts: the reason, the emotions, and the desire. Number 3 became a number attributes not exactly to the gods, but rather to the souls and to emotions. As an example, I recall the Holy Trinity, the 3 Magi, in many fables and stories for the kids. Finally, I would like to say that the aforementioned inferences reflect my personal opinion based on my reading and understanding, and I do not assert their correctness. In the subsequent video, I would provide a thorough mathematical analysis of the imaginary number I, the square root of -1, and discuss the reasons it took 250 years to comprehend this concept fully. I put here a quote from the prominent British mathematician Sir Michael Atiyah, who compares the understanding of spinors in quantum mechanics with the understanding of the concept of the imaginary number I, the square root of -1, who took centuries to comprehend. Thank you very much.